You have a goal, something you want, a promotion, a relationship, a creative project. You work toward it. You get close, really close, and then something happens. You miss the deadline. You pick a fight. You stop showing up. You sabotage yourself, and you don't know why. You've done this before. Right when things start to go well, you find a way to ruin it, and afterward, you tell yourself you didn't deserve it anyway, or it wasn't meant to be, or you just got in your own way. But that last part is true. You did get in your own way. The question is why? Self-sabotage isn't laziness. It isn't stupidity. It's a protection mechanism. Your brain learned, somewhere along the way, that success is dangerous, that visibility is unsafe, that getting what you want will lead to something bad. So when you get close, your brain hits the emergency brake. Maybe you grew up in a house where success meant pressure. You got an A, and suddenly the bar was higher. You were praised, but then expected to be perfect. So you learned that success comes with strings, that if you shine too bright, you'll be crushed by expectation. Or maybe you learned that being visible is dangerous. You shared something you were proud of, and someone laughed. You showed excitement, and someone made fun. So you learned to hide your light, to dim it before anyone else could. Self-sabotage keeps you safe. It keeps you in the familiar, even if the familiar is small, even if it hurts, because the unknown success, visibility, change feels like a threat. Your brain would rather keep you stuck than risk something new. So you sabotage, you procrastinate until the deadline passes. You say something mean to push them away before they can leave. You stop applying for jobs after getting an interview. You keep yourself small because small is what you know. And here's the cruel part. Self-sabotage doesn't just stop you from succeeding. It confirms your worst belief about yourself. See? I knew I couldn't do it. See? I was right to be afraid. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that keeps you trapped. So how do you stop? You start by recognizing the moment. The moment when you're about to sabotage, the urge to procrastinate, the impulse to pick a fight, the voice that says just give up. That moment is your chance, not to push through, to pause. In that pause, ask yourself, what am I trying to protect myself from? What do I think will happen if I succeed? Who told me that being visible is dangerous? The answer isn't always clear at first, but asking the question is the first step out of the loop. Then you practice something new, small. You don't have to leap into success, you just have to not sabotage one small thing. Show up to the deadline 5 minutes early. Say one kind thing instead of the sharp joke. Send the email without overthinking. One small win. And here's the truth you need to hear. The version of you that succeeds is not dangerous. The version of you that shines is not too much. The safety you're trying to protect? You can build it inside yourself. You don't have to stay small to stay safe. So here's what I want you to take from this. Self-sabotage is not a character flaw. It's a survival strategy that used to protect you. But you're not that child anymore. You don't need to hide. You don't need to shrink. You can let yourself succeed. If this video hit home, you might like my next video on how to choose yourself. I'll put the link on the screen when it's ready. Thanks for watching. And stop getting in your own way. You deserve what you're working toward.